Hi, Berry Berry. If at first you don't succeed, try again. That's right. Hi, Lisa. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Yes, everything's okay. Hi, Barry. Hi, Lisa. Hey, Mint Chocolate Chip. Welcome back. Thank you, guys. Hi, Lee. Hi, guys. Thanks for letting me know. That's the thing is you never know if the stream's going bad, if something happened. Thank you, guys. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Cotter, right? Mint chocolate chip balls. Jeff's here. Hey, Jeff. I'm back. Sorry, guys. Tina, hi, Robin. What happened to the first one? I don't know what happened, Tina. I really don't know what happened. Lisa's, hi, Jeff. Yeah, I don't know what happened. A pretty day, though, huh? We're back now, right? Magnetic says, hi, Jeff. Magnetic, I think it was a lost signal. Yeah, stupid, mm-hmm, cell service. You owe me coffee for that, says Richard. Handmaid says, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's okay, Tina. It's okay. I'll buy you a coffee. I'll buy you a coffee. Share Bear. Hey, Share Bear. Oh, I wanted to make a poll about Share Bear today. Share Bear, good morning, young lady. Thank you for using those emojis. How are you doing today? Lee says it's brought back looking very close again. Oh, really? Mm, weird. It's weird. Share Bear says good morning, everyone. Min says good morning, Share Bear. Magnetic North says hello, Share Bear. Siggy Wiener, what time is it? It's 8:46 a.m. Share Bear says hi, Barry, Lisa, Magnetic Mint, Handmade and Homegrown, and Tina. Min says 8:46 a.m. Stinky. Richard, right on, 8:46. Kelly says it's 7:46 in Texas. Yes, Texas is an hour behind us. Lee says it's okay. Maybe the last was the old system. Sherber says you wanted to make a poll about me. Yes, yes, I did. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna do it. Just give me a minute. Lisa says hi, my favorite Share Bear. Min says it's 1:46 in the afternoon in the UK. Good afternoon. Sherber says good morning, Kelly. Lisa says Kelly heard, got your comment. Oh, awesome. Stinky Wiener, 2:46 here in the Austria. Jeff says it's Wednesday in Florida. You know what that means? What does it mean, Jeff? Lee says it's 1:36 here. Sharebear says hi, Lisa. Kelly Hurts says good morning, Sharebear. Brylan Farm says hi, hi, Brylan Farm. Sharebear says good morning, Stinky, and good morning, Brylan Farm. I'm Martin. Hey, Martin, how's it going? Martin says, what up, gangstas? Sharebear says, good morning, Jeff. Lisa says, Stinky Wiener, how's your weather? Mint says, Lee, excuse me, Lee might need to check his clock. He's 10 minutes behind. He's a little behind. Sherber says, good morning, Martin. Jeff says, Wednesday in Florida is $5 sushi day at Publix. I didn't know that. Nice. Min says, good morning, Martin. Martin, how are you? Martin. Sonal says, hello again. Hello again, Sonal. I'm Martin. Stacey May. Hello there. Hope all is well, ma'am. It is, Martin. Hope all is well with you, too. Kelly says, hello, Sonal. Stinky Wiener. Today we have rain, and it's too cold for July. I'd like some of that cold. Send it to me. Sherber says, good morning, Sonal. Mint says, oh no, not Sonal again. And Martin says, Share Bear, hello, my dear. Martin says, hello, Mint. Jeff says, hi, Share Bear. Sonal's the stinky wiener who's always a clean wiener. All right, I'm starting to poll about Share Bear. Ready? Start a poll. There you go. Just a little chuckle. I was going to do that yesterday, and I thought I would save it for today. I thought it was so cute. All of the above. That's right. All of the above. Shipper says, you're so sweet. You guys are sweet. You're beautiful. I love you. Abigail says, hi. Hi, Abigail. Abigail Carpenter's here. Everybody say hi to Abigail. Good morning. Good morning. Shipper says, I love you guys. Hey, Rubberneck. Rubberneck's in town. She says, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, good morning. Sorry about that, guys. Sherber says, good morning, Abigail. Abigail says, I love you guys. We love you, Abigail. Min says, Martin, is you struggling to walk today? It's because I just subbed ya. I subbed ya. Brylan Farm says, hey, Sherber and Abigail. Sherber says, good morning, Rubberneck. Brylan Farm says, and good morning to Rubberneck, too. Sonal says, hello, Abigail. Abigail says, can we pray for Texas? Yes. Please. It's horrible. It's horrible. Lisa says, hi, Rubberneck. Lisa says, wasn't there a Care Bear named Share Bear? Yes. Min says, hello, Rubberneck. Hi, Abigail. Abigail says, hi, Chocolate. Lisa says, hi, Abigail. Martin says, does anyone here like flies? Like flies, like the insect flies? No. Mm-mm. Rubberneck says, hey, your love for Share Bear. Abigail says, horrible. It is terrible. It's terrible. Kelly says, Texas needs prayers. It's turned into something worse each day. Absolutely. Prayers for Texas and everybody down there affected by this horrible, horrible situation. Shiver says, yes, Abigail, I've been praying for them, lots of groups in my church, etc. Yeah. Jeff says, my Martin, I sub to you. Sonal says, Share Bear shares the love to us. She sure does. Lisa says, hi, Abigail. I'm Martin says, I posted a poem I wrote about flies on my channel. Oh, okay, Martin. No, I do not like flies, says Rubberneck. Me neither. Flies are gross. Lisa says, hi, Martin. Sharebear says, Kelly praying for Texas. Martin says, hey, Jeff, and I despise flies. Someone also praying for Texas, yes. Now I hear New Mexico got flooding too. Really? Oh, no. Abigail sending prayers for everybody. Thank you, Abigail. And Martin says, thanks, Jeff. Lisa says, it's 152 in England. And Martin says, hi, Magnetic. Abigail says, 852 here. Mm-hmm. Kelly says, I have so many friends that have been marked safe. Oh, that's good. I just pray for everyone who are involved. Oh, my goodness. Chris Outdoors. Yeah, Kelly, that's really horrible. Prayers for everyone in Texas. Chris Outdoors is here. Hey, Chris, how's it going? He says, good morning. Thumbs up. Thank you, buddy. Rubberneck says, dear Father, put your protective angels over Texas. Help your people, Lord, in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you, Rubberneck. Kelly says, yes, New Mexico too. Oh, no. Sherbert says, good morning, Chris Outdoors. Martin says, prayers for Texas. Yes, prayers for Texas, everybody. Mm-hmm. Magnetic North says, hi, Chris. And Brylon Farm says, hello, Chris Outdoors. Sherbert says, Rubberneck, I come in agreement. Yes. Jack Prepper. Hey, Jack, how's it going? Jack says, good morning, Daisy Mae. Good morning, Jack. How you doing? Chris Outdoors says, hi, Brylon Farm. Hi, Share Bear. Handmade and Homegrown says, hi, Chris Outdoors. Sono says, hello, Chris Outdoors. Martin says, like it up. Bush Dwellers. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Rubber Nexus, thanks, Share Bear. God bless you. Peter Harper's here. Hey, Peter. Good afternoon, Peter. How are you? He says, hi, my friends. How are you? Good to see you, Peter Harper. Chris says, good morning, Handmade. Sono says, hello, Martin. Jack says, Sir Martin, how you doing? Martin says, hey, what's up, Sir Jack? Abigail says, hi, Chris. Kelly says, hi, Peter. Jack says, hi, Abigail. Brylon Farm says, hello, Crafty. Sono says, hello, Jack. Peter Harper, how's everyone today? Very good, Peter. How's Peter? Brylon Farm says, good to see you over there. Good to see everybody, guys. Good morning, good morning. Jack says, hi, Sono. Chris Outdoors, hi, Abigail. Cheers, guys. Cheers to you and you and you and you. Jack says, hi, Sono. Chris says, hi, Abigail. Jeff says, Jack Prepper, I just subbed you. You have the cutest dog. Aw, how nice, Jeff. Lisa's got cookies. Thank you, Lisa. I really want to make some, but I just don't have the time. Magnetic North says, hi, Jack. Handmade Homegrown says, hello, Stacy. How is it going? Chris Outdoors, sorry I can't hear well on my phone, but reading the chat. Awesome, Chris Outdoors, thank you. Someone says, my fingers end up hitting the J instead of the H. Trying to say hello. Yeah, Jello, right? Yeah. Magnetic North says, hi, Peter. Abigail says, hi, Adventure. Chris Outdoors, yes, terrible tragedy in Texas. Very, very sad. It's terrible. It's horrible. Magnetic North says, press the like button. Please press the like button, everybody. Jack Prepper, thank you, Jeff. I returned the favor of friend. Good. Jeff says, I buy the pre-made cookie dough in the refrigerator department at Walmart. Yeah, I buy the Betty Crocker, the dry mix in the bag. You just add egg and a butter. That's what I buy. We have it. I'm just too busy to make it. Jack says, hello, Magnetic North. Martin says, keyboard demons, the scourge of YouTube. Hello, Peter says Sono. Kelly says, that's what I buy too, Daisy. Yep, the Betty Crocker in the bag. 24/7 gossip. Wow. Why no time? What? Hello? 24/7 gossip. Peter says, hello, everyone. 24/7 gossip. Why no time? Oh, for me? Well, I'm running my YouTube channel. I'm doing some... I'm doing my diamond art. My eBay store has been busy. It's been very busy. I don't understand why. And then I have a dog to take care of, a husband to take care of, a house to take care of. 24/7 gossip. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Jack says, going live today, Brother Martin. Someone says, hello, 24/7 gossip. Martin says, sub back, Jeff. Jeff says, okay, let's go in the kitchen, set the camera up, and let's make some cookies. We might do that today. I have to see if I have any butter. Meet the Staffies. Hi, Daisy. A quick hello off to bed. Have a great day. Oh, meet the Staffies. You guys know Peter. And Buzz and Bolt. Thanks for stopping in. Meet the staffies. You guys are great. Everybody say hi to them and bye because they're going to bed. Thank you. Thank you, Peter. Have a good night, okay? Much love to Buzz and Bolt as well. Shrek Pepper says, that's cool, Daisy. Thank you. Peter says, hi, Sonal. Sonal says, Daisy's a busy bee. Busy. I was busy yesterday. I had 4 eBay orders yesterday and 1 from Etsy. So I had 5 orders to get packaged up and get out and get to the mail, and I did. I'm debating having an eBay. Yeah, I sell a lot of my clothes. I have a lot of clothes and shoes and stuff, so I sell all that stuff. Cleaning out my closets and stuff like that. Chris says, Sonal, you must have a Spanish keyboard. J's pronounced like H, so you're all good. That's right. That's right, Chris. What a beautiful view, Daisy. Thank you, Jack. Lee says, hi 24/7. Barlon Farm says, hi and bye. Martin says, me, not planning to, Sir Jack. Nope. Magnetic North says, hi, meet the staffies. Someone says, hello, meet the staffies. Rubberneck says, you'll have to put the butter sticks out a bit before you want to make the cookies. Yes. That's why I don't make them, because then it takes more time to wait for that. Exactly. I need a stick of butter and an egg. And I'm pretty sure I have a stick of butter. In the freezer, though. Great job in eBay. Oh, thank you, Brylon Farm. Working hard, you know? Trying to support my retirement. Stolen says, meet the staffies. Yeah. Stolen says, Chris Outdoors. Good point. Rubberneck says, or microwave it just a little soften the butter sticks. Don't melt it. Oh, I've done that. Right. Abigail says, hi, Brian. I think she means hi, Brylon. Brylon Farm. Brylon Farm and Greg from Maine are my 2 YouTube friends. My oldest friends. Actually, I think my very first one was Brylon Farm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Rubberneck's right. Me too, Daisy. Cooking. Cookie making right. I know it. Brylon Farm says, hello, hello, hello. Have to mute for my Zoom. Have a great one, friends. Thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you. You want to check out Brylon Farm. Ali says, I have news and pray it comes to fruit. I have put in for USA work visa and temporary living permit. Really, Lee? Oh my goodness. Wow. That is amazing. Oh, Lee, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Jack says you're in Florida? Yes. Mm-hmm. It's Florida. Someone says, take care, Stacy. Magnetic North says, take care, Brylon Farm. Peter says, I've been to Florida. Jack, do manatees ever come? Yes, they do. Yep, there's a video on my channel. We had 4 of them. Mm-hmm. They were right here. We had 4 of them right there. Yes, it can take 6 months to hear back. And if so, and all okay, I'll live in Carolina, not sure if south or north, in the mountains. Wow, Lee, that's awesome. I would love to up and move to another country, even just for a month or 2. I always wanted to go to Italy for a month. Lisa says, have a good day, Brylon Farm. Jack says, I will check that out, Daisy. Yeah, it's old. It's an old one. It may be a short, but it's one of my old ones. Mm-hmm. Everyone seems to like the word search puzzle yesterday. Oh, Sonal, that's great. I love word searches. Mm-hmm. Now, how did you feel after you did it? Were you tired after doing it? Oh, wait a minute. You did that and then you did your sunset, right? Excuse me. Peter says hi, Lisa. Jack says hi, Lisa. Corey's Outdoor Adventures. No way. Hey, Corey's Outdoor Adventures. Corey says hi, mate. Magnetic North says Kelly, you can on travel. You can travel on a month for a visa. Yeah. Yeah. Now it's the financial. Before it was I was too busy working. Now it's I don't have the money to do it. Hello, Stonal. Or Stonal says hello, Corey. Ali Magnetic North Adventures says hi, Corey. Stonal says a little. You're a little tired, yeah. Lisa says hi, Peter and Jack. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, guys. And by the way, it is July 9th, Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. It is 9:05 a.m. on the east coast of Florida. We are in Florida, USA. Someone said, yup, it was raining yesterday. Oh, that's right, it was. Peter says, hi, Jack. Corey says, hi, Lee. Jack says, hey, Peter. Magnetic North Adventure says, there's always the issue, work or finance. Oh, that's always the issue, right? Work or finance. When I was working, I had the money, right? I didn't have the time to go spend a month somewhere. And now I have the time and I don't have the money. So what are you going to do? It'll probably never happen. It is what it is. Lisa's Corey, all the good channels and people are here. Be sure to check them out. Yeah, Corey. Corey hangs out every now. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Someone says the rain while the sun sets makes nature beautiful. It does. It's real. You just gotta look for the beauty. You'll find it. Yep, you'll find it. I wish our weather would make up its mind, says Lisa. Lisa, I wish we would get some rain. Like rain, rain, rain. Oh, Lisa was lucky, had 3 weeks in Tennessee. I know it. Isn't that awesome? I love going to new places, seeing new places. I love it. Corey says, will do, Lee. Awesome, Corey. Magnetic North says, yes, Corey is my good friend from 2 hours away from me. Oh, you did? I've seen videos. Is that the Corey? The weather in my area has been pretty nice, says Peter. Oh, Peter, how wonderful. Corey says, I subscribe to Lisa's channel, mate. Lisa smiles a lot. Someone says, Lisa, give the makeup kit to the weather so it could make up its mind. Yes, give them the makeup kit. Rubberneck says miracles are always present. You just have to have the eyes to see them. Exactly right. You have to always look. Be surprised at what you might see. Jack says Magnetic North, a clay pipe you found 1700s? Question mark. Sherbert says Peter, Jack, good morning. Magnetic North says yes, Corey, the one and only. He's the great guy. Oh, nice. Nice. You guys are all great guys, all of you. Sherbert says, God bless you, Rubberneck. Yep. Jack says, hi, Sherbert. Andy. Andy says, hi, Kelly. Jack, looking good. Hey, Andy, you're looking good. Good afternoon, Andy. How's it going? Good afternoon. Da, 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 da. Jack Prepper says, hi, Sherbert. Andy says, hello, hello, Andy. Magnetic North says, Jack was 1860s. That one was the 1860s. Sherbert says, how's the hubby, Rubberneck? Yeah, how is he doing? Magnetic North says, hi, Andy. Sherbert, how's the baby? How are the new parents and the baby? Magnetic North says, hi, Andy. Sherbert says, good morning, Andy. Barry says, good morning, Sherbert. JB said, hi. Hello, JB. Hello, JB. How are you? Jack Pepper says, good score, friend. Sherbert says, hi, JB. Magnetic North says, hi, JB. Sherbert says, hi, Corey. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. You voted for Share Bear. Awesome. Share Bear says, haven't seen them, but we'll see them Saturday at the shower. Oh, that's right, the baby shower. Yep. Awesome, Share Bear. The baby shower is going to be so fun. Barry voted. He voted for Share Bear. Share Bear says, hi, Barry times two. Magnetic North says, Blue Sono, where are you? Blue Sono. Rubber Next, he's so looking forward to getting the heart monitor off. Oh, I had to wear one too for 3 days, so I understand. I can't imagine a couple weeks. They will look into that. They'll look at the info and let us know the report. But he says he's feeling more normal. No dizziness for 3 days. Oh, that's good. That's good news, Rubberneck. Sherber sending some love. Someone says, which reminds me of a joke. Why do people put makeup on their forehead? To make up their mind. There you go. Maybe maybe we should give that to some people. Some people have a hard time making up their mind. Sherber says, that's good, Rubberneck. You guys are my prayers. Pillsbury, oh, hey, Pillsbury, you're in the house. Hi, Addison. Everybody, Pillsbury is Addison. Say hello to Addison. You guys know Addison. Andy says, sorry, guys, I knocked myself off and couldn't find it. LOL. I voted for ham and pineapple pizza. No. Pineapple does not go on pizza. No. Sherber says, hi, Pillsbury. Sonos is magnetic. Sadly, he got grounded by Papa Smurf. Rubberneck says the monitor is annoying when he's trying to sleep. Yes. I know it. How are you supposed to sleep with that thing on? I know it. Sherber says, hi, Andy. Lee says, thanks, Jack. If you see today's early upload, shows the number finds pipes. Also, 1850 to 1870. Oh, cool, Lee. Awesome, awesome. Rubberneck says, thank you, Share Bear. Nicole B says, good morning, Daisy May. Good morning, Nicole B. Welcome. Outlaw. Hello, Outlaw. We have some new friends. Hi, guys. Sono says, hello, Andy. Magnetic North says, hi, Addison. Sydney Cat. Love me some Share Bear. Hey, Sydney Cat. Love me some Sydney Cat. Beautiful, beautiful lady. Beautiful Sydney Cat. Welcome. Good morning. She says, good morning, everyone. Share Bear says, hi, Nicole, and hi, Outlaw. Andy says, Callie, yes, you never lived. Outlaw, this is Florida. It is Florida. Yes, Outlaw, it is. Share Bear says, oh, Sydney, love you. Magnetic North says, hi, Nicole. Soda Sono, say hello to Nicole. Jack Pepper says, Daisy, my dogs absolutely love your voice. They both are so close to the phone as they can get sleeping. Aw, Jack, that's so sweet. Share Bear said, yes, Outlaw, it's Florida. Nicole B says, hi, Share Bear. Magnetic North Adventure says, hi, Outlaw. Sono says, hello, Sydney Cat. Nicole B says, hi, Magnetic, how's it going? Sydney Cat says, hi, Sono, with emojis. Thank you, Sydney Cat. Share Bear sending love hearts. We love you, Share Bear. Magnetic North says, hi, Sydney Cat. Outlaw says, beautiful views. Thank you. Thank you, Outlaw. Rubberneck says, Share Bear, how's your friend's husband? We prayed for yesterday. Forgive me, I forgot the name. Oh, yes. Sydney Cat says, hi, Magnetic. Sono says, hello, Outlaw. Jack says, I will check it out, Magnetic North. Robert, hey, Robert. How's the weather? Right now, the weather is 83 degrees, and you can see it's sunny skies. 83 degrees, 8-3. Hello, Robert. Magnetic North says, hello, hello, Blue Papa Smurf. Did I miss Blue Smurfy? Did I miss you, Papa Smurf? Rubberneck says, I did pray right when you asked, Share Bear. I believe in praying in God. I do too. I do too, Rubberneck. Yep. Right then and there. Yep. Magnetic North says, hi, Robert. Andy says, well, guys, I only popped in to say hi and hit the like. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Andy, so much for doing that. Have a good day over there. Everybody say bye to Andy. He's over there in the country of England. He's in England. Thank you, Andy. Sherber says, Rubberneck, thank you. His name is Rich. He's been transferred to a mental institution, which is great news. We didn't think he'd make it, so thank you. Prayers are working. Oh, good, Share Bear. Good, Share Bear. Keep praying for them. Yes. Kelly said, do y'all have recommendations on what is the best way to do the YouTube thing? I have a tablet and computers and, of course, my phone. Um, hmm. That's a good question. Anybody got some advice for Kelly? I stream with my phone, but I'm working on trying to figure out how to do it with a camera. I also, I watch content on my phone, my computer, and my tablet. Someone says, LOL magnetic. Nicole says, I subbed to Daisy. Thank you, Nicole B. Sherpa says, I definitely believe in the power of prayer. I do too, Share Bear. Someone says, sub to Nicole. Rubbernecks is so happy to hear Rich is okay. Prayers work and God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Amen, Share Bear. Nicole says, Sono, thank you. Outlaw says, what's your story, if you don't mind me asking? I'd love to hear some words that describe you and your journey. Oh, Nicole, or Outlaw, that's interesting. It's been one heck of a ride, I'll tell you that. We'll talk someday. Magnetic North says, not missed, I just said hello anyway. Shiver says, yes, he is. Rubberneck. Sonal says, take care, Andy. Sydney Cat's using emojis. Thank you, Sydney Cat. Sonal says, you're welcome, Nicole. Rubberneck, his ways are above ours. His thoughts are not our thoughts. I fully trust in God. Sonal says, Kelly, vertical streams helps you get subs. Magnetic North says, I use phone also. It's easy to upload any footage. It is easy. Tarana said, hi. Hi, Tarana. How's it going? Sydney Cat says, vertical live is the key. Shiver says, please know if anyone is ever down, don't let it eat you up. Mental illness is horrible, but you're not alone ever. I'm so heartbroken that people feel that desperate and try to end their lives. I know, Share Bear. I know it. It's really sad. Magnetic North says, hi, Tirana. Share Bear says, hi, Tirana. Tirana says, hi, Magnetic North, and hi, Share Bear. Lisa Shiver, thank you. Massive hugs. Someone says, I almost call Kelly Shiver because Kelly and Shiver have the same color. Shiver says, yes, Rubberneck. Nicole B says, someone who suffers from mental illness, I appreciate those kind words, Share Bear. Aw. Kelly says, thanks y'all. Sono says, you're welcome, Kelly. Tirana says, hi, Sono. Shiver sending love to Nicole. Outlaw, sure, no problem. Another question, what's your favorite food? I don't know what my favorite food is. I've thought of that quite a bit lately. I don't know what my favorite food is. Outlaw, what's your favorite food? Rubberneck says, hey, Nicole B. Hello, dear. Nicole says, hey, Share Bear. Nicole says, hi, Rubberneck. Kelly, my friend's son passed from Russian roulette. Ugh, yuck. I'm going to delete that, Kelly, okay? It's horrible. No bully can resist the taste of Troll House cookies. Troll House cookies. Shiver says, hi, Magnetic North. Tirana, I'm going to trip tonight early, around 3 in the morning. I'll wake up. The bus leaves at 4. You're going on a trip? Awesome. Have so much fun, Tirana. Shiver says, Magnetic North, here's some love for you. Nicole says, here's Kelly. Love for you. Sono says, Shiver, here's love for you. Shiver says, prayers for Kelly. Magnetic North says, Nicole B, I connected. You're only 2 away from 500. Whoa, getting up there. Cindy Cat's my favorite food is lasagna. Kelly says, yes. Nicole says, oh my God, Magnetic, thank you. Awesome, right? Can you hear the kitty? There's a kitty next, I think it's next door. Rubberneck, you're not alone on not knowing your favorite food, Daisy. I don't like to eat the same thing over and over. I like a variety of foods. Right, me too. My favorite food, I'd have to say it's ice cream. But ice cream doesn't like me, and that's the problem. I'd have to say my favorite food is ice cream. Outlaw says, I'd say a good old cheeseburger and fries. Oh, I like that too. I'll have some of that. Tarana says, thank you. Hope my phone doesn't lag when I'll try to take vids or pictures. Videos. Right, Tarana? I know it. Nicole says, Magnetic, I sub back. Magnetic North says, does ice cream count as food? If so, then sign me up. Constant supply. I love ice cream. I love ice cream, but it doesn't like me. I love ice cream. It does not like me. Corey says, hi, Nicole. Rubbernecks says, but if it's your last meal kind of question, I'd be torn between a good steak fillet or lasagna. Yeah, that's a little different, right? Tarana says, I subbed Nicole one more. Nicole says, hi, Corey. Mom dog. Hey, mom dog. Molly's here. Everybody say hi to Molly. Mom dog Molly says, good morning, Kelly in chat. Magnetic North says, hi, mom dog. Someone says, hello, mom dog. Sydney cat, I heard the cat. Did you? It's next door. Nicole says, thank you, Tarana. Mom dog says, hi, Magnetic. Magnetic says, thanks, Nicole. Mom dog says, hi, Sono. Tarana says, you're welcome. Handmade Homegrown says, good morning to mom dog Molly. Handmade, how are you guys? Kelly heard the kitty next door. Outlaw says, shout out to all my lactose intolerance. Right on. Right on, Outlaw. I hear you, buddy. Magnetic North says, I think last meal would be mixed grill. Sydney Cat's Handmade Homegrown, so hello. Handmade says, good morning, Sydney Cat. Mom Dog says, hey, Handmade Homegrown. Rubberneck, oh yeah. Magnetic North, a variety. Corey, hope you're well, buddy, says Lee. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Good choice, Magnetic. Magnetic says, Corey, hope you're well, buddy. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a really, really great day. You hear the bird? It's either a bird or a squirrel or something. Sydney Cat, you have the best emojis, Daisy. Thank you, Sydney Cat. Thank you. You're so sweet. Little Daisy always makes me smile. Me too, Sonal. Anytime I'm upset or sad or even mad, I think of Daisy or I look at Daisy and like it all goes away. She just makes it better. Outlaw, I think you have the perfect voice for narrating children's stories. Oh, thank you. Wonderful and serene. Thank you, Outlaw. Thank you. And thank you for being here. Rubberneck says, thanks to Miss Daisy, I had and have had humming stuck in my head all day. Me too, Rubberneck. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Or how about, what's another one? Footloose. Kick up your Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, right? Thank you, you guys are so kind. Rubberneck said, la, 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 ba da ba ba ba. I'm loving it. That's right. Rubberneck, that's the McDonald's jingle. Oh, Lee's our member. Welcome to Love Hearts, Lee. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. Nicole B. What? Oh my goodness, Nicole, thank you. Thank you, Lee, for being a member, and Nicole for the $4.99. Oh my God, thank you. That's so kind of both of you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Magnetic North Adventures. Rubberneck is LOL, right? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Toronto's, yeah, pets understand when we are sad and try to cheer us up. They do. They really do. Mom Dog says, Nicole, man, you're number one. Rubberneck says, shake it for me. Shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Someone says, fun fact, I put sugar before the creamer. Me too. No, I don't use creamer. Yes. Awesome. Fun fact. I like it, Sonal. Magnetics using emojis. Thank you, Lee. Nicole says, hey, love the mom dog. Well, we have to have you being connected with everybody here, my friend. Thank you so much. It's so nice of you. Sono's using emojis. Tehran is giving a round of applause. Thank you. Rubberneck's loose, foot loose. Everybody but foot loose. That's right. I love that song. Nicole says, you are so very welcome, Daisy. Oh, Nicole, thank you. You're so kind. Jeez, that's so sweet. Subby says, anyone who hasn't subbed to mine and Tori's new channel, we greatly appreciate when you do. And there's the Tori Basham. Yeah, Subby and Tori got a new channel, guys. Check them out. Wonderful people. Rubbernecks is cut. Nobody really who's really somebody. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Right? Nobody really who's really somebody? Awesome. Magnetic North Adventures. So I uploaded Fine's video today, and premiere is at 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern Coast USA, and 1 p.m. Central Times. Magnetic North Adventures has a premiere, guys. Let's check it out today. Okay, don't forget. Let's pin that up too. We'll pin it real quick too. Sherber says nobody really, and Subby and Mom Dog, good morning. Sono says hello, Subby. Rubberneck says hello, nobody really. I see you. Nicole B says, oh, thank you so much, Daisy. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Magnetic North says hello, nobody who's somebody. That's right. Sono says hello, nobody. Hello, nobody. Not really, but somebody. Magnetic North says, Subby, can you drop the link for the new channel? Yeah, sure he can. Nicole says, Daisy, I came to your channel from Nature Dog's Chris channel. Oh, great, Nicole, thank you. Nature Dog is wonderful, isn't she? She's a wonderful lady with two beautiful doggies. Indeed. Thank you, Nicole. Kelly says, do you ever work with Nicole White Magnetic? I have been watching her for a while. Magnetic North says, thank you. Corey says, I hope y'all have a great afternoon. Thank you, Corey. You too. Have a good day, Corey. Thank you so much for stopping in and saying hello to us. Everybody check out Corey's Outdoor Adventures. Check out Corey's Outdoor Adventures, everybody. Adrian's here. Adrian said, hi. Hi, Adrian. Hello, Adrian. Welcome, welcome. Sharebear dropped the link. There's the link for Subby. Thank you, Sharebear. Magnetic North says, no, Kelly, she's London. 6 hours away, and I'm independent in middle part England. I never go to London. Oh, okay. London is 6 hours away from where you are? Wowza. I did not know that. Adrian says, hi, Corey's Outdoor Adventures. Nicole says, Tristan has the funniest expressions. Isn't it funny about dogs? Dogs are so amazing. And her dogs are beautiful. Yeah, they are. Adrian says, Magnetic North Adventures. Hi. Corey says, and please stay safe this weekend. It's going to be really hot in the UK, up to 32. Oh, drink lots of water. Hydrate. Magnetic North says, hi, Adrian. And later, Corey. You Wish is here. Hey, You Wish. How's it going? Hello, everyone. Please remember good vibes here. Love you all. Have a great day. Thank you. You Wished. You Wished. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody check out my friend You Wished. Adrian says, hey, Sono. Nicole says, bye, Corey. Have an awesome day. Excuse me. Nicole says, bye, Corey. Have an awesome day. Kelly says, Magnetic, I bet you find a lot of great things. Tarana says, is it hot in your city? It's going to be in the 90s, and it's humid. We get, like tropical weather here. Corey says, I'm not going yet, mate. I still sing in the chat. Thank you, Corey. Thank you. Magnetic North, I'm close to Sheffield, Hart, England. 10 hours south coast and 8 hours to Scotland. Oh, okay. Yeah, England's a pretty big country. Sheffield. In the heart of England, 10 hours south to the coast. 10 hours, wow. That's not too bad though, I guess, right? Well, thank you, Lee. Kelly heard I do yes from Fossils with 2 things. You Wish us, love you, Daisy May. Be safe near the water. Please don't fall in. Thank you, You Wished. You're not going to catch me going in there. If I go in there, it's because I fell. Hey, Keith Barnes. Hi, Keith. I know you. Why are you not blue, Keith? Keith Barnes, welcome, welcome. Top of the day. Miss Daisy and all the beautiful victorious people in the chat. Have a beautiful day where you are. A beautiful day wherever you stay. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, thank you. Lisa, so fact England can fit into the state of Tennessee. In what? Really? It just seems so much bigger to me. Naveen. Hi, Naveen. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, Naveen. Yeah, that's the rich life over there. You got that right. Peter says, hi, Share Bear. Magnetic says, hi, Keith. Magnetic says, hi to Naveen. You wish his wife's Keith now blue. I don't know why I fixed it. Kelly says, I'm fascinated by fossils in World War II. Lee says, hi, you wished. Welcome, welcome, everybody. This is really nice, Daisy. I wish to have this dream. I wish to have this. I dream about this. Oh, Naveen, that's nice. Keith says, hi to Magnetic North Adventures. Welcome, welcome, Naveen. Welcome. Is it yours? Is what mine? The boats? No. I don't have a boat, no. Tarana says, I gotta go. Have a great day. Bye, Tarana. She says, or he says, bye, all. Bye, Tarana. Have a good one. Thank you so much for being here. Naveen, no, those boats are not mine, no. I live in a condo. See, we're in condos. We're in condos. We can't afford that over there. We can't afford that. No, no, we can't afford it. Tell me about it. Do you have to live here or are you traveling? No, I live here. I live here. England, not that big, about 400 miles. Really? That's it? Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, no, no, yeah. Sorry, Lee. In my head, I'm thinking Spain. England is just, I gotcha. Never mind. I screwed that up. Rubberneck says, hello, Naveen. Keith says, history been told wrong. Yeah, I never did good in history. I didn't like it when I was in school. Daisy, I watched this in Hollywood movies, but, oh, excuse me. Daisy, I watched this in Hollywood movies, only I guess it's the USA. It is the USA, yes. This is United States. Lisa's always been into it's why I look for things. Kate says America's Godland. I gotta show you guys something. That's our new friend Nicole B, guys. That's Nicole B. It's extremely pretty, Naveen. Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you. George Washington on the dollar bill. The banker, the real George Washington, named George Washington Gillespie. He died in 1904. You wish Kelly Hurd. Kelly Hurd. So am I. We need to get together and discuss the Marina's turkey shoot and the Battle of St. Vit. I had a family at both. Interesting. That means says, what river is that? That's a canal. That's a canal. And it goes out to the Intracoastal Waterway, which goes out to the ocean. George Washington Gillespie's brother in the Bible is Ezekiel Gillespie. Ezekiel, the first one to go to Supreme Court, that's in the Bible. Interesting, Keith. Naveen says, Rubberneck, hello. It's Tennessee. No, this is Florida. This is Florida. This is Florida, USA. Someone says, little Keith, Florida. Yes, it's Florida. Why are you saying, oh my God? Why are you saying OMG? Keith says, the fake Queen Elizabeth is not the real queen. She's evil like the Pope. All right, Keith, we're not doing that. All right. Naveen says, you know that movie Parker starring Jason Stratham, Daisy? No, Naveen. I know who Jason Stratham is. That was Shoot It in Florida. All right, we can't have that either. Sorry, guys. I just don't want that stuff on here. I don't want no controversies. That's how I know about Florida. Oh, from the movie? There's lots of movies, all right? Lots of movies in Florida, yeah. Thank you for making me a moderator. I love all. It's time to work together and bring out the truth. I love you all. Keep you in your prayers. Thank you, Keith. I just don't like comments that might cause controversy. All right, that's all it is. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. Absolutely, 100%. You wish, please let us ask for prayers for my calculus teacher and his family. His great granddaughter was killed in the flooding. Oh no. Oh, you wished. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, everybody, sending prayers to Texas, yes, and all the families. It's just, it's a horrible, horrible thing. You wished. Absolutely, prayer sent. Naveen says, yep, thumbs up. Abigail says, hi. Naveen. Keith says, if you look on your map, Egypt was all to Texas or Louisiana, all through Florida. Soul Star sent a floating heart. I saw that floating heart. Thank you, Soul Stars. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the floating heart. Oh, my goodness. Someone says, I hear you, Daisy. You don't want to get in trouble. Nope. I don't want no trouble. I work too hard on the channel, guys. Working too hard to have it taken away. Soul Stars of TV, Grand Rising Beautiful Star in chat. Hey, Soul Stars, welcome. David says, is the net over there? It's screening. It's a screen. Keeps the bugs out. Keeps the buggies out. Abigail says, hi, Star. Kelly says, I was listening, but I wasn't able to respond. I've been looking at some family history from Pennsylvania lately. It came over from Scotland. Nice. Naveen says, why is it grainy? It's a screen. There's a screen there. Abigail says, I'm sending prayers for everyone. Thank you, Abigail. Peter, I really enjoyed these live streams. Thank you, Peter. Thanks. Sonal says, how you wish. Prayers sent. Yes, prayers. Keith says, hi, Sonal's all about freedom. Magnetic North has just checked it. Only 15 hours drive from most southwestern point of England all the way to the top of Scotland. And all, it's 826 miles. Total England alone, around 426 miles. Wow. When we drive from here to go home, it's 1,300 miles. It takes us 2 days. Wow. Soul Star says, hi, Abigail. Sherbert says, praying you wished. We are all definitely praying, and we'll continue to pray for Texas. Yes, we will. We sure will. Keith says, everything I said is the truth. You can look it up. It's time to be truthful and stand on your square. Yes, you can stand on your square. Absolutely. I'm just not allowing any controversial subjects. Okay? This is a peaceful morning stream. Magnetic says, hi, Soul Star. Soul Star says, I am well. Oh, that's good. I'm so glad. Abigail says hi, Keith. Soulstar says hi, Lee. Kelly Hertz says prayers for all of lost loved ones in the flooding. Yes, for sure. Abigail says double tapping everyone you're welcome. Please double tap the screen, guys. Mom Dog says hey, Abigail. Sono says hey, hello, Soulstar sister. Peter Harper says hi, Kelly. Soulstar says hello, Sono. Abigail says love you, best friend, Mom Dog. Keith says, sorry if you think I'm bringing hate, but I'm bringing truth in Jesus Christ. Amen to all. Don't believe me. Look this stuff up for yourself. I'm not saying it's true or false. I'm not arguing with you. Abigail's my best friend is here. You wish as it was a freak storm or storms. It dropped so much rain in such a short time from the ground couldn't absorb the water, which caused the flooding, right? It's terrible. Sono with the $10, man, what? Sono, thank you, buddy. Thank you, guys. Oh my goodness. You guys are so generous. Thank you, but thank you. Nobody says, whoa, Sono. Whoa. Sono, thank you, buddy. You're so kind. Abigail says, love you, nobody really. Sono said a gift membership. Nature Guy. Yes, Nature Guy. Yay. Nature Guy. Awesome. Thank you, Sono. Magnetic North says we try keeping religion and politics away from the chat. Yes, we are sending prayers to Texas, but we're not going to be arguing about anything. Abigail says hi, Nature. Sono rejects. Abigail says no politics. Sono says, whoa, Nature Guy got one. Nature Guy, yes, thank you, Sono. Nobody really says Sono, we. Abigail says no drama. Nobody really says hi, Abigail. Mom Dog says, hey, Sono. Toot. Thank you, Sono. Abigail says, love you, Mom Dog. I know. Isn't Molly fantastic? She is. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. Abigail says, I have your back, Mom Dog. And she says, I love you too, Abigail. How can you not love Abigail, right? What happened here? Magnetic North sent 5 gift memberships. What? Magnetic North sent 5 gift memberships. Burn. Oh, yes. Crumblewig, awesome. Lala B, AJ, and James. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Lee. Oh, my God, you guys, thank you so much. More members, new members. Welcome, all new members. Check out the members-only content. I got to make you guys some more shorts and videos. Thank you so much. Keith says, George Washington Gillespie, he's in the Supreme Court. His body is in the League of Nations held captive. Should I make... Keith, please, Keith, I'm asking you again to please stop with this stuff, okay? You are allowed to your opinions, and you can voice your opinions on your channels. But please don't put it on my people here. All right? Sono, please keep the chat clean. We don't want Daisy May to get in trouble. No, I don't want any trouble, guys. Thank you so much for the memberships, guys. Abigail says, congratulations, everyone. Abigail says, hi, Lala. Magnetic North says, welcome new members. Abigail says, awesome. Mom Dog Magnetic, I know it. Thank you, Lee. So awesome, guys. Rubberneck says, so nice, Magnetic North. Yes. Keith sending love to Abigail. Abigail says, love you guys. Rubberneck says, welcome new members. Yes, welcome new members. Check out the members-only content. There's members-only videos, shorts, and posts. There's a daily emoji pick poll that I work on. I work really hard on that, you guys. Head over to the post tab, play the games. Check it all out. Thank you so much, everyone. Lee says, most welcome. Thank you, Lee. You're so generous and kind. Abigail says, please stop. Yes. Starlina. Hey, Starlina. Starlina says, good morning, Miss Daisy in chat. Good morning, Starlina. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Abigail says, hi, Star. Sono says, Keith, no politics, please. Please. Abigail says, love you, Star. Magnetic North says, hi, Starlina. Keith says, like and subscribe to the channel. I meant, thank you, Keith. Thanks, Keith. Sono sent another gift membership. Thank you, Sono. Deborah got one. Thank you. Deborah, yay. Abigail says, no politics, please. Mom Dog sent 10. What? Mom Dog Molly, oh my goodness. Mom Dog Molly, thank you so much. You got him. Baby Love, Elwina. Nobody really. Bill Your Bagel, my buddy Bill Your Bagel. Starlina, Zed's Place, Granny Paula, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls, and Sunny Chronicles. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. And Soul Stars of TV says, Lee, you rock. You guys all rock. You guys are amazing. Oh my God. Thank you, everybody. Sonal said a gift membership to Pillsbury. Our friend Addison, you guys know Pillsbury Yurda, Pillsbury Doughboy, Sir Bonks a lot. That's Addison. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Thank you. Abigail says, congratulations. Nobody really. Congratulations, everybody. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Magnetic North says, Sonal, Mom Dog, and Lee Magnetic North. Thank you guys. Kevin got one. Stats got one. Awesome. Abigail says, congratulations, everyone. All right. Knuckle Bustin' Numbsalt. Good morning, Miss Daisy. Good morning, Knuckle. Good morning. How you doing, buddy? And everybody check out my friend Knuckle Bustin' Numbskull. He just achieved full monetization. Rubberneck says, hello, Zed. I didn't miss Zed, did I? I have not talked to Zed since yesterday. Hope he's okay. Knuckle says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Abigail says, hi, Kevin. Kevin, how are you, Kevin? Oh, is that just that's the membership he got. Awesome, Kevin, I love it. Keith says, I have to tell my truth no matter if you're not into religion. I still got to tell the truth. Oh, that's okay, Keith, and you're allowed to tell your truth. Absolutely. Knuckle says, good morning, everyone. Someone says, Keith, please stop. Yeah, you're making me uncomfortable, and I'm sure you're making a lot of my friends uncomfortable. I'm just going to keep removing you. I'm sorry, Keith, okay? Lisa says, Keith Barnes, everyone has the same beliefs. Someone says, please stop, please. Rubberneck says, yay, Deborah, yes. Abigail says, please stop, no politics. Rubberneck says, everyone is so sweet, right? Right? Yes. Lisa says, Keith, last warning or be timed out. I'm going to time you out. I hope I didn't lose the stream again. Soul Stars of TV sent a floating heart. It's so cute. Thank you so much for that floating heart. Oh, thank you. Peter Harper says, more memberships. That's right, Peter. Yeah, congratulations, new members. Congratulations. Abigail says, congratulations to everyone. Keith says, so I'm having a lot of people in here don't know the Bible. Yeah, everyone interprets the Bible their own way, Keith. Knuckle says, I know the law. I'm Knuckle. Or hi, Knuckle, says Lee. Abigail says, hi, Knuckle. Sherber says, Keith, it's not that. It's just not the type of group. Yeah, this is not the group for that. There's all kinds of groups over on YouTube that you can find that you can talk that. I just don't want it talked about in here. And Keith says, have a beautiful day. Thank you, Keith. You do the same. Knuckle says, hi, Lee. Alexia. Hi, Alexia. Alexia said, hi. How you doing, Alexia? Good to see you this morning. Thank you for being here. Someone says, Keith, you have an opinion. Keep it to yourself, please. Knuckle says, hey, Abby. Rubberneck says, Miss Daisy, I apologize for posting the prayer in your chat. Nope, the prayer's okay, guys. The prayer's okay. I didn't mean any harm no. No, Rubberneck, you're totally fine. It's totally fine. Shipper says, have a blessed day, Keith. Yes, have a blessed day, Keith. Keep speaking your truth. It's fine. Just, I don't want it here in the chat. I want you in the chat. I just want to talk about, a little bit lighter conversation than that in the morning. Abigail says, me. Mom Dog says, please understand this is not a religious channel. Yeah. Shipper says, Rubberneck, she doesn't mind prayers like that. Nope, I don't mind prayers like that. The people of Texas need it. Keith says, how much is going to be peaceful and loving on the channel, but I'm always going to be truthful. Truth of your feelings and emotions, amen. All right, Keith. Thank you for understanding, Keith. I appreciate that. No, I'm not taking this mod away in case he wants to he's just speaking his truth. That's all, and that's okay. I just don't want it in the chat. Lisa says, Daisy, I'm sorry, but with the chat, may leave keep house rules from the chat. Yes. Yes. You can do that in your channel, but not in other people's channels. Yep. You could do it. You could do it in other channels than your own. Abigail says, so beautiful. Abigail says, it's too much. Robert next, I think it's okay to share, Keith, but only when they are asked about it. Right. Soul says, Lee, we're trying. Abigail has the time or the place. Keith says, thank you, Daisy. All I love. I'm not bringing hate, just truth. Yes. Thank you, Keith. You understand. Abigail says, okay. Asher says, I believe we all believe in God and know, but we just try not to make anyone uncomfortable by pushing anything. You could drop seeds, but preaching on other channels, if that makes sense. It does make sense, Share Bear. Thank you so much. No, Share Bear, thank you. You have a very good way of speaking. Thank you. Lisa smiles a lot, says we understand Keith, but it's her channel listening to her. Yeah. I don't want it on my channel. Abigail says, hi, Lisa. Keith says, I can be put on timeout, but I'll continue to speak the truth. I'm not going to block you, Keith. I'm not into blocking people. You're entitled to your opinions. Absolutely, 100%. Keith says, Lisa, everyone don't have the same belief. You're supposed to believe in Christ, but we all believe in different things. Right. Keith says, it's okay. All right. Robert next says, Keith, I hear and understand you, brother. Right? Abigail says, thank you so much, Share Bear. Keith is not doing anything wrong. No, he's not. I just asked him to stop saying that stuff. That's all. Right. I'm uncomfortable with it. And if I'm uncomfortable, then I know other people in the chat are uncomfortable as well. Right, everybody? Lisa says, I'm sorry. I'm off, Keith. You've been told stop and keep going on respect to the host's wishes. Yes. Please respect the wishes of the host. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. How about we look at my card again? What do you think about the green out around the eyes? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Isn't he cute? Da-da-da-da-da. It's a card. See, it's going to be... It's a card. It'll fold in the middle. It's a card. It's a greeting card. T-bird stacking. What? What's going on? Share Bear says, oh, I love it. Thank you, Share Bear. Lisa's lovely card. Thank you. Yes, it's going to be a blank greeting card. It folds in the middle like a regular card. Yeah, thank you. He says it's not an opinion, it's the truth. Amen. T-Bird says, hey, Daisy May, good to see you. Good morning. Good morning, T-Bird Stacking. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, T-Bird. Everybody say hi to T-Bird Stacking. And if you don't know T-Bird, go make a new friend. Great guy. Good channel. I love it. Lisa says, that's beautiful. Thank you, Lisa. Rubbernecks. Oh, I hope that is okay. I hope he would pop on and say hi. He didn't pop on yesterday. He was on here. And he said he was going to go take a nap. He said something about going and taking a nap yesterday afternoon, and then I never saw him again. I didn't even see him on the Discord. Yeah, I hope he's okay too. I wonder if he checked on Constance. Like, remember he talked about checking on Miss Constance? I wonder if he did. And if he did, is she okay? Now I have all these questions, and yeah. Zed, where are you? We need to talk to you. We need to talk to you. Sonal says, sorry, Daisy, I'm just trying to be protective of your channel and don't want you to get in trouble. No, Sonal, you're good. Thank you so much for having my back. You know, everyone is entitled to their opinions, 110%. But sometimes you have to express those opinions in the proper way. And this is not the proper way. I'm not coming on here and doing that. Thank you, Sonal. Magnetic says, hey, T-Bird, good to see you. Rubberneck says, Miss Daisy, I love that one. The Dachshund one looks like my pup. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be really cute when it's done. I'm going to finish it sometime today, I promise. T-Bird says, hey, Sharebird, good to see ya. Knuckles says, how will she get in trouble, Sonal? Because he was talking about all kinds of stuff that we don't want to talk about. And I don't want my channel taken down because of any reason. You know, you work so hard on your channel, you don't want somebody bringing it down because of things that are out of your control. Share Bear sending love. Thank you, Share Bear. Lisa says, I'm sorry, Daisy, trying to help keep drama out. Thank you, Lisa. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. Thank you guys for having my back. Knuckle says, the bird's the word. The bird's the word. Share Bear said, he said he was getting a lot of rain, didn't he? He did. Yes, he did say he was getting some rain. Yeah. Keith says, I'm not religion. I'm just a child of God. I'm not Hindu. I'm not Catholic. Okay, Keith. But again, that's all religion related. I hope he's okay, Abigail. Me too. T-Bird says, yeah, thanks, Knuckles. Zed says, there he is. He's right there. Stop Keith now. Thank you, Zed. Hi, Zed. Oh, we're just talking about you. So you are okay. I'm wondering about you. Lisa says, Kelly, I can't stand this anymore. Me neither. I've had enough of it. Snow says, Knuckle, Keith was warned many times that politics and religion are not allowed. Please. You have my back. Thank you, Abigail. Lisa says, hi, Zed. Zed says, hello, buddy. How are ya? T-Bird says, Magnetic North, good to see ya. Abigail says, hi, Zed. Sono says, Zed, pull my finger. Now that we're going to pin up. Rubberneck says, right, I was wondering about that also. Mrs. Constance. I didn't want to bother him yesterday about it, but I'm curious. Zed, did you find Miss Constance? Abigail says, I have your back. T-Bird says, hey, Zed, good to see you. Sonal, thank you, Sonal. You're so kind. Oh, my goodness, Sonal, thank you, buddy. Zed says, been watching. Okay, lurking. You've been lurking? Okay, as long as you're okay. I've been worried about you. Share Bear sending love. Thank you, Share Bear. So, Zed, how you doing, says Rubberneck. Share Bear says, Zed, woohoo, there you are. Yes. I'm cleaning the chat, Sonal. Thank you, buddy. Rubberneck says, Zed's lurker. LOL. Rubberneck. Abigail says, I'm helping everyone mod. Thank you, Abigail. Daisy, if it keeps going, we'll have remove the wrench. Yep, I'm gonna. Abigail says, me too. It's too much. Mom Dog says, can we pretty please get a peek at Daisy? Sure, I'll show you Daisy. Abigail says, love you, Mom Dog. T-Bird says, please be sure to smash the like button up. Show Daisy some love and support. Thank you, T-Bird. Lee says, goodbye, all. I'll be back when things return to normal. Mom Dog says, love you, Abigail. Someone says, I agree with Mom Dog. Little Daisy makes a smile. Mom Dog says, take care, Lee. Zed says, don't know if I am okay but alive. Constance sent me a message on Messenger yesterday. Oh, okay. Abigail says, so cute. Peter, I've got to go now, my friends. Thanks for this live stream, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks. Cheers, my friends. Bye, Peter. Abigail says, hi, double tapping. Let double tapping begin. Rubberneck. Oh, happy to hear you heard from her. All right, you guys want to see Daisy? Ready? Hey. Hi. We need a dose of Daisy. Hey. Hi. 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 Hi, honey. Hi, baby. Say hi to everybody. There she is. Oh, hello, honey. Hi. 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 Oh, I got a rubber belly, guys. Oops. All right, I gotta go back outside. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, you silly baby? Hi. All right, you want to come out? You want to come out? Come here. There you go. You want to come out? Hello. Hello, honey. Hi. Hi. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. All right. That was a nice cleanse, wasn't it, guys? Stressful. That was a little stressful, and I can't handle it. And I don't want to handle stress like that, guys. All right. But goodbye, Peter Harper. Thank you so much for being here. Good to hear from Zed. Yes, Zed, you're alive, Zed. 49 likes. Hoping to get to 50. Yes, double tap your screen, guys, if you could. Thank you. Don't forget, we had to restart the stream because we ran out. Something happened. Callie says, bye, Peter. Someone says, little Daisy, hello. North Texas bird feeder, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. The best poll ever. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Andrew. Isn't that a great poll, you guys? Love it. Knuckles says, or water them. Lisa says, oh, hi, beautiful Daisy. Little beautiful Daisy. Yes, she's so cute. Thank you, guys. Sherbert says, good morning, North Texas bird feeder, Andrew. Mom Dog says, good morning, North Texas. T-Bird says, Daisy May. How cute, huh? Lisa says, hi, North Texas. Someone says, hello, North Texas bird feeder, Andrew. Kelly says, she was snoozing. She was chilling. Thank you. She say more belly rubs all the time. That's all she wants from my belly rubs. Thank you, Mom Dog. It feels so much better, right? Hey, Starlina. She's cute, isn't she, guys? A dog is the person's best friend. It sure is. Sure is. She's so cute. Thank you, guys. Sono says, hi, Starlina. It's a plane right there. There's a plane. Abigail says, love you, Star. Zed says, T-Bird, Sono, Lisa, Mom Dog. Hey, how's it going? Kelly Hurd says, hi, North Texas bird feeder. My mom's an East Texas bird feeder. Oh, really? Cool, Cal. Magnetic says, hope is back to normal. I hope so, too. Zed's using emojis. Thank you, Zed. Magnetic says, yay, like 50. 50 likes. Woohoo, everybody. Lisa says, hi to Zed. Sono says, hi, Zed, too. Abigail says, hi, North. Darlena says, hi, Sono. Love you, Abigail. Abigail says, have you seen Coffee Cake? She was here. Yeah, she was here earlier. Yep. Sherbert says, good morning, Starlina. Rubberneck says, hello, Starlina. Abigail says, have you seen Kathy? I have not seen Kathy. No, I have not seen Kathy. I was on her channel the other day. You mean Kathy Martin? Yeah, I've not seen her. Kathy Martin, if you're watching, I hope you're doing well. Sherbert says, good morning to Andrew. Rubberneck says, I have an aunt named Star. Lisa smiles a lot. The best part of waking up is hanging out with here. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Abigail says, hi to Lisa. Magnetic North says, thank you, everyone who gave memberships and all for generally chatting. Yes, thank you, everybody, for all the love, all the donations, all the memberships, all the emojis, just hanging out with me. I thank you guys so much. Zed says, Rubberneck, Abigail, and Sherbert, hey, how's it going? Sherbert says, sending love to Zed. Mubin. Mubin is here. Hello, Mubin. Welcome. Starlina says, Sherbert, Rubberneck, hi. Rubberneck says, Starlina, we call her Star. We call her Star. I like it. Lisa says, hi, Abigail, sending you hugs. Sono sending love hearts. Sherbert says, Mubin Khan, good morning. Abigail says, I'm cleaning my house. You want to come and clean my house, Abigail? Magnetic North says, hi, Orange Share Bear. Lisa smiles a lot using the emojis. Thank you, Lisa. Sharebear says, hi, Magnetic North Adventures. Abigail says, yes. Sono says, Sharebear, here's some love for you. Star says, here's some emojis. Thank you, Star. Magnetic North's using those emojis. Thank you, Lee. Rubberneck is all the thumbs up. All the thumbs up. All the thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Sharebear says, Sono's all about freedom. Here's some love for you, too. You need it, too. Rubberneck says, floating hearts. Yes, floating hearts. Aren't they beautiful? Lisa says, the star of the show, the little Daisy May. That's right. She sure is. I need Abigail at my house. Can I steal you? I know, Sherebear. I want to steal her, too. She can clean my house. I'll pay her. Sono sending love for everyone. Thank you, Sono. Thank you, everybody. How nice the water looks, guys. It's just so pretty. Vacation family. Hey, vacation family, how are ya? Vacation family's in the house. Vacation family says, good morning to you. Rubberneck hearts to Sono. Yes. Someone says both Daisy and Little Daisy are stars of the show. It's Little Daisy. Thank you, Sonal. It's Little Daisy. Magnetic North says, hi, Terry. Hi, Terry. Terry C says, howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How you doing, Terry? Thank you for stopping in. Happy Wednesday. Someone says, hello, vacation family. Sherber says, hello, vacation family. And good morning to Terry, too. Someone says, hello, Terry. Magnetic North says, hi, vacation family. Terry says, hey, Share Bear, how's it going? Rubberneck says, Ed, don't burn those English muffins. Yeah, he made a nice sandwich yesterday, right? A breakfast sandwich. Lisa sending so much love to Sonal. Oh, I love that, Lisa. I'm pinning that up because Sonal's so good to everybody. Terry says, hello, everyone. Hello, Terry. Callie said, I look at the eater and the flags blowing and miss the chat. Shiver's vacation family, it's up to you. Callie said, the water. Oh, I look at the water and I know, right? Anthony Chihuahua, no way. Anthony Chihuahua says, good morning, Daisy Mae. Hey, Anthony, what are you doing here so early? It's so good to see you. Anthony, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sherber says, good morning, Anthony Chihuahua. Sonal's using emojis. Anthony, oh my goodness, I'm so glad to see you, buddy. Magnetic North Adventure says, hi, Anthony. Sonal says, hello, Anthony. I was thinking about you. Zed says, you don't want burnt, but close to it. Yes. I like a well-toasted bun. I don't like my toast burnt. I like toast medium, but if I'm having a bun or a breakfast sandwich or something, I want my buns toasted. Toasty toast. Anthony Chihuahua says, up early here for me. Yes, it's early for you, Anthony. Good to see you. Rubberneck says, hello, Anthony. Rokehouse Cabin. Hey, I saw you cutting down that tree yesterday. Cutting that big tree up. Wow. Rokehouse Cabin, thanks for being here. He says, good morning, Daisy. How you doing? I'm doing great, Rokehouse Cabin. I hope you are. How are you? Magnetic North says, good to see Anthony. Anthony says, thanks, Daisy Mae. Rubberneck is nice and crispy. Is that yummy? Yeah. If I'm ordering like a sub, I want my sub bun toasted by itself. Well, toast the bun well, and then put the sub stuff on the sub. Magnetic North says, hello, Rokehouse Cabin. Someone says, hello, Cabin. Cabin says, how you doing, Lee? Lisa smiles a lot for our host. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I'm so touched by that. We all need it. Thank you, Lisa. We all need it. That guy upset me so much, you guys. You don't know. I didn't want to be mean to that guy, but I just don't want that stuff here. Cabin says, hello, Sonal. Lisa's on the Men Rokehouse Cabinet. He's doing a little better. Seth says, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anthony says, coming over to be your 64 subscriber, Rubberneck. Awesome. Rubberneck says, thanks, Anthony. Rubberneck says, I'm not really trying, Anthony, but thanks. You never know if you will try, though, right? You know, you might. How about we all give our... Thank you, Lisa. The guy was upsetting me. I don't know why I was so upset, but it was just really, really upsetting me. Thank you so much, Lisa. You're so sweet. Anthony says, sure, Rubberneck, you're welcome. Is that a raccoon raiding your bird feeder, Rubberneck? Anthony, Rubberneck said, I just wanted to share a little. Yeah, share whatever you want. Someday you might grow your channel. You never know. You might not. Oh, that was so upsetting. I'm so sorry, you guys. Rubberneck says, yes, every night that raccoon gets birdseed. Oh, how nice. T-Bird says, still her listing in the store shopping. Thank you, T-Bird. Anthony says, all good, Rubberneck. Sonal. Magnetic North Adventures. Thank you, Sonal's all about freedom. Thank you, Magnetic North Adventures, Lee. Thank you, guys. I'm okay. It just really upset me. And I really tried to hold it together. Thank you guys. I just don't want any trouble. I work so hard on my channel, and I don't want anybody bringing it down. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for that love. Thank you for the donations. Thank you guys. Rubberneck says right now I wasn't interested in going full bore. Yeah, not yet. Sherbert says don't let any. It's so hard, Share Bear. It's so hard. You know, you try to be cordial, you try to be nice, and some people just keep pushing you. You know, like push, 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 and then when you know get upset about it, like then I'm the bad person. But I'm okay. I guess it just had to come out, right? Thank you, Share Bear. Kelly says the way he was talking was like we were all wrong. Yes, right. And I don't want to be, if I'm uncomfortable with someone saying somebody else here is uncomfortable, and I don't want that. I don't want that. Lisa says next time we'll all send Lisa. Anthony says, I agree, Magnetic North. Rubberneck says, your life, Miss Daisy, you gave plenty of warning, right? Thank you guys for understanding. Thank you for understanding. Anthony says, Sonal, woohoo. Yes, Sonal. Magnetic North Adventures. Rock House Cabin says, good morning, Share Bear. Sonal says, Daisy May, is everything okay? Yeah. I think it was just my emotions coming out after that finally stopped, right? Thank you, thank you, Sonal. I'm good. What happened, Daisy May, about your channel? We had a guy come in that just wouldn't stop talking about religion and politics and stuff like that. Sherbert says, Kelly heard that's the problem with bringing in religious views when people aren't ready. It makes people feel uncomfortable. We're supposed to plant seeds, not push it down people's throats, right? Mm-hmm. I don't even care if you come in and you say, you know, a couple different things, but just if I ask you to stop, just please stop, right? Sherbert says, good morning, Roll House Cabin. Callie says, Sherbert, yes. Rubberneck says, we are not comfy, Miss Daisy won't be either. Right, right? And he can talk his truth, you know, just go somewhere else and do it. And that sounds so mean, and I don't like to sound like that's so mean, but it is. And I don't mean it mean. I mean it nice, like, you know, he can talk that way. Just go do it somewhere else. That's all. Shipper says, Rubberneck, exactly. Lisa's Kelly, you did the right thing. Anyone gets upset, they're not welcome. We have a lovely, peaceful channel. Yes, right, Lee? And bring 3 cheers for the host for bringing us together. Thank you, Lee. You're so sweet. You are so sweet. Sherbert, sending love. Thank you, Sherbert. West Country. Kelly, this is another channel we're talking about, West Country Mudlarks, also Mudlarkers. And they're wonderful people as well. West Country Mudlark says, hi, Daisy. Hi, everyone. Hey, West Country, how's it going? Anthony says, Sherbert, good morning. Sherbert says, Anthony Chihuahua, hello, hello. Sonal says, Daisy, it's your channel. If you don't want religion or politics, you have the right to speak your mind. Thank you, Sonal. It kind of made me feel bad that I had to do that, you know? Anthony says, hello, West Country. Mom Dog says, hi, Mudlarks. Rubberneck says, my opinion is Jesus wasn't even pushy when it came to that and said he just asked people questions to make them think. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I don't think he was like that either. Mm-mm. Not from everything I've ever read. I have a picture of the word Jesus written on a rock, a great big boulder. And someone spray painted the word Jesus on there. And I'm like, you know what? I walked by and I took a picture of it and I said, Jesus would not want you writing on rocks. He would not like that. And that's all I'm going to say. Share versus West Country Mudlarks, good morning. Mom Dog says, Anthony, good morning. Anthony says, hey, Mom Dog, how's it going? West Country says hi to Anthony. Roll Call's Cabin says, hello, West Country. West Country says, hey, Share Bear. Kelly says, hello, West Country. Kelly, that's West Country Mudlarks. If you like mudlarking, you'll like them. Rubberneck says he was a gentleman about it, as we are to be also. He was. He did not say any bad words. Nope, you're absolutely right. He was a gentleman. He just wanted to voice his opinion. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all want to voice our opinions, right? So this is hello, West Country. West Country says, hi, Mom Dog. Anthony says, 2 Mudlarkers in the chat. Yes, Mudlarkers. Magnetic North Adventure says, hi, West Country. West Country says, hi, Kelly. Kelly says, I love mudlarking. West Country says, LOL, Anthony. Roll Cross Cabin says, good morning, Mom Dog. West Country says, feel free to take a peek, Kelly Heard. Mom Dog says, good morning, Roke House Cabin. Zed said, I had over 30 scam calls yesterday. It's already starting again this morning. Bye already? Your number must have appeared on somebody's list recently. That's the only thing I could think of. Anthony has also dropped a sub to Magnetic North. Thank you, Anthony. West Country says, hey, there's Zed. Magnetic says, West Country, I uploaded several shorts and short videos. And he has a premiere today at 2 p.m. Wait, 7 p.m. UK time. Shearbear says, I really think he was trying to be sincere. And he was very respectful besides pushing. Yes, he was very respectful and he was sincere. Absolutely, he was. Yes, he was. I agree. Magnetic says, premiere later today. Everybody, premiere later today. West Country says, hey there, Lee. Mom Dog says, I'm so sorry, Zed. That's never fun. Kelly says, Zed, that's excessive. And he says, hello, Bud Larks and Magnetic North. Anthony Chihuahua says, hey, Zed, how's it going? Shiver says, Magnetic North, nice. We'll be there. Kelly says, West Country, I sub to you. West Country says, we'll be there, Lee. Magnetic North says, Anthony, I thought you had last time we spoke. Please leave a comment so it sticks. But I know commented before. Sharebear, as you can tell, I just love everyone. And that's why we all love you, Sharebear. That's why you're the subject of my poll. And make sure you vote in my poll. Do you love Sharebear or do you love Sharebear? That's the poll. Rubberneck says, Zed, ever see that lady that messes with scam callers? She talks like an old lady. No, but I'd like to see that. West Country says, oh, thank you, Kelly Heard. Anthony says, me too, Magnetic North. I thought I did too. Zed says, yes, Rubberneck. I watched all the scam. Anthony says, but I left a comment on your short. Thank you, Anthony. Sonal says, Zed, I just had a scam call yesterday. I was messing with them and they were mad. I love it. Mess with them back. That's what my husband does. Baiters. That says baiters. Scam baiters. Gotcha. Shearbear says, oh, I'm so blessed. We love you, Shearbear. You're so supportive of everybody, you know? I see you in the people's channels. I see you there. And I'm like, there she is. She's always out there helping people. How can you not love her, right? How can you not? You just love her because she's Shearbear. Magnetic North says, thanks, Shearbear in West Country. Lisa smiles a lot, said he was respectful, but when you said stop, you should have. Yeah, he was a little disrespectful in that respect. But it's all over now. He left, and we're moving on. Rubberneck, it's so funny, Rubberneck. Zed says, I mess with them sometimes. Gold art for you, Shelly. Hi, Shelly. Shelly's here. She says, hello and good morning, Miss Gorgeous Daisy. Oh, you're the gorgeous one, Shelly. How are you, young lady? How's Joey? And yourself? Magnetic North says, you two random remove subs, but glad you have back. Yes. Rubberneck says, gotta make fun of it. Fun, right, Zed? Anthony's, I wish I would get a scam call. I haven't had someone talk to in ages. That's funny. Shibber says, good morning to Shelly. Raymond's here. Hey, Raymond. Hello, Raymond. How are you, my friend? How are you and Norma doing today? Zed said, I let Kibaga run when I sleep. Magnetic North says, hi, goals. Shearbear says, hi, good morning, Raymond. So it was funny because when they were mad, they were swearing. They should not do that. You should report them. Shelly says, good morning to Shearbear. Sono says, hello, Raymond. Lisa says, hey, Shearbear, tickle, tickle. Anthony says, absolutely, Magnetic North. I lost a good bushcraft channel I can't seem to find again. Oh, the Italian bushcraft? Is that the one you mean, the Italian bushcraft? Mom Dog says, good morning to Shelly. Shelly says, thank you, and he's great. Oh, that's good. You're both wonderful people. Raymond says, hi, Shearbear. Shearbear says, Shelly, that grandbaby is adorable. Adorable. Magnetic North says, hi to Raymond. Goals are for you. Shelly says, hi, Mom Dog, beautiful and blessings. Raymond says, hi, Sono. Magnetic North says, sorry to hear that, Anthony. Kelly says, good morning to all. Good morning to all. Goals are for you says, hi, Kelly. Raymond says, Magnetic North Adventures, hi. Andy says, newest emoji. Oh, I can't tell, Anthony. Hold on. I have to take a picture and blow it up. I can't, I can barely see them. Goal says, hi, Magnetic North. West Country says, I've hit the like button, have to go. We're out enjoying the sun. Hope to catch you all later for Daisy Scrabble. Yeah, Scrabble this afternoon. Thank you, West Country. Go enjoy the sunshine. Have a good day. Thank you so much, West Country Mudlarks. Sherbert says, Raymond, I subs you with both my channels. Thank you, Sherbert. West Country, have a blessed day, says Sherbert. Joe Wrestlin's here. Hey, Joe Wrestlin, how's it going, buddy? He says, hi, everyone. Hello, Joe. Anthony says, no, I'm still sub to Italian bushcraft. Okay, that's the only bushcraft one I know. Goals are for you, Shelly says, hello, Raymond. Sherbert says, good morning, Joe Wrestlin. Anthony says, cheers, West Country. Have a good day. Someone says, here you go, Anthony. There you go, Anthony. Magnetic North says, we love Sherbert so much that we worry when we don't see her, right? Don't always support when we don't see her. Always support and respect our Sherbert. We love you. We love Sherbert. We sure do. Zed said, hi. Hi, Zed. Anthony says, hello and good morning to all as well. West Country says, you too, Sherbert. We love you. Lisa says, hello, Joe Wrestling. Joe says, good morning, Sherbert. I'm not sure if that's a new one or not. I put a new one up there today. I can't remember. I'm sorry about that, guys. Oh, I get old. I forget stuff. Anthony says hello and good morning to all as well. West Country says, you too, Sherbert. We love you. Lisa says hello, Joe Wrestling. Joe says, good morning, Sherbert. Shelly says, yes, thank you. He's 9 pounds in 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful. Congratulations. Sherbert is using emojis. Thank you, young lady. Lisa says, hi, Joe. Shelly says, Joe Wrestling, how are ya? Sonal's using emojis. Thank you. Emoji, Sonal, thank you. Joe says, hi, Lisa. Hi, Shelly. Sonal says, hello, Joe. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Oh, I love it. He uses them so much. I love it. Sherbert says, Shelly, so what day was he born? Mine was born on the 18th. Andy Chihuahua says, Sonal, thanks, but I can't get links from a cell phone. Am subbed to Italian. Joe says, hey, Sonal. Sonal's using emojis and emojis. Lee says, have a good day, West Country. Shelly says, June 20th. Oh, those are only 2 days apart, you guys. Sonal's using all those emojis. Thank you, Sonal. They're so beautiful. Shelly says, congratulations to Sherbert. Also, congratulations to you, Shelly. Cabin says, hey, Joe Wrestling. Sonal says, Lee, my Sherbert detector will find the wonderful and beautiful Sherbert. Yes, it does. English. Hello, English. Well, look at that. Well, hello. What am I looking at? Hello, English. Welcome. Lisa's using emojis. Thank you, Lisa, so much. Sonal's using them too. Thank you, Sonal. Shelly says, I love you, Sherbert. We all love Sherbert. Sherbert says, Magnetic North. Oh, you're so sweet. English says, we're getting the boat out today. I wish. I don't have a boat. Joe says, hi, Cabin. Sherbert says, hi, English. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Sherbert says, Shelly, wow, 9 pounds. Sonal's using emojis. Thank you, Sonal. Shelly says, hi, English. Sonal, thank you. Sherbert sending love to Shelly. Anthony's using them too. Sonal, Lisa's using them. Joe says, congratulations, Sherbert. Magnetic North is using them too. Sonal's using them too. Zed said, hi. Hi, Zed. How's it going? English says, let's get the boat out. I wish I had a boat to take out, but I don't. Sonal says, I'm done spamming until tomorrow. Thank you, Sonal. Lisa's using them, though. I love it. Sherbert says, Sonal's all about freedom, LOL. Sonal says, hello, English. Lisa's using them. She says, hello, English as well. Still using them. Anthony says, Sherbert, that brings a smile to my heart. Congratulations. Lisa's using emojis. English says, hello, Lisa. Abigail says, hi, Anthony. Hi, Shelly. Anthony says, hi, Lisa. Rubberneck. Need to make friends with a few neighbors with boats. They take you out for, that's right. We used to have one, but we got rid of it. Yeah. I agree, Rubberneck. Lisa's using emoji. She says, hi, Anthony. Anthony says, hi, Abigail. I like the picture trending live drew of you. Lord Jim Daddy says, good day. Good day, Jim. How's it going? Don't forget to please, please hit the like button, you guys. If you're lurking, hit the like button. If you're working, hit that like button. If you're twerking, double tap. Nope, double tap your screen. Just double tap your screen. If you're lurking and working and twerking, if you're busy, just hit the screen, double tap it, hit the like. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Thank you, everybody. Magnetic North says, hi, Jim. Sonal said, I wonder how Uncle Hairball's doing. Yeah, I think we talked to him yesterday, right? Uncle Hairball. He's such a good guy. Abigail says, thank you so much. Lisa says, a beautiful family. Thank you, Lisa. Sonal says, hello, Jim. Abigail says, Snow White. Reverend Nick says, curious how many of the boats actually ever go out to the water. A little, but a lot never. Okay, I'm going to show you. Ready? This one, all the time. That one, all the time. This one, hardly ever. This one, once in a while. That one, once in a while. And that one is once in a while. This one's hardly never. But those ones go out all the time. And I don't know if any of you guys were looking for puzzles. I got the puzzles all out and ready to go. And all of a sudden, it was like I was just too tired. I couldn't see. My eyes were really sore. It hurt me. Teeth. Really write comments. So I apologize for not having the puzzles tonight, you guys, but we are having them tonight. Scrabble today, 2 o'clock. Crossword puzzles, 8 o'clock. All right? Lisa's never heard from Uncle Hope. He's okay. Yeah, I talked to him on Discord yesterday. He left a message on our Discord. Abigail says, hi, Jim. Kelly says, I need to make friends with someone who has a pool. We have a pool. It's just Daisy's not allowed to go there. The new guy says, a couple years ago, we had Johnny Cash, Bob Hope, and Steve Jobs. And so we have no cash, no hope, and no jobs. Please don't let them take Kevin Bacon. Happy belated birthday wishes to Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon's awesome, isn't he? Shelly says, us loving you is one of the easiest things we've ever done. You're the high point of our mornings. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you. No, I want you to know that you are, and always. Thank you, Shelly. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Barbara next says, often do you see your neighbors take their boats out? All the time. All the time. Hardly never. Once in a while. Once in a while. Once in a while. But this one and this one, they go out all the time. Yeah. Roll calls. Kevin says, hello, Jim. Hello, Jim. Jim Dandy. Someone says, what do we take out when we find a clue? Our handy dandy notebook. Handy dandy notebooks. Speaking of that, I have new stuff ready for Etsy, guys. It's not on Etsy yet, but it's ready. I'm making some shorts about it. If you see anything you're interested in, just send me an email. Maybe we could figure out, we could do it without Etsy. I could, just pay shipping and the cost of the item. The cards are $5 if I sell them off of Etsy. If I sell the cards on Etsy, they're $6 because Etsy takes a piece of it. Abigail says, love you, Shelly. Lisa says, one more for 60. What? What is going on? Thank you. Abigail says, hi, Kevin. Anthony says, well said. Goals. Our friend Shelly. And Ignore says he was in yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, Uncle Hairball. He's a good guy. We haven't seen Billy or Bago either. He could be lurking though too. Always will be an amazing person, friend to all. Thank you, Shelly. You're so sweet. It's all good. Kevin says hi, Abigail. Abigail says hi, Shelly. Anthony says, well said, goals are for you. Or next, oh, good. They're getting good use in. Sometimes people have things and they've never really used them. That was why we sold our boat. We bought a boat, brand new boat, and we drove it for like a year and a half. And then it just sat and it sat and it sat and it was brand new. And I'm like, this is a sin that's just sitting here rotting. And my husband didn't really like to drive it, so I why don't we just sell it? I said, though, every day. Anthony says, hi, Rokehouse Cabin. Magnetic North says, the one handy goes out. I wonder, the one hardly goes out. I wonder if they want to hire a crew to remember to keep the boat clean. I could clean for food. He's got a broken down motor. He's always working on the motor. I don't know what's going on with it. He used to go out every once in a while, but now he's got problem with this motor. Shiver says, hi, new guy. It's almost this little new guy. Lisa says, 60. What? 60? 60. What? Rokehouse Cabin says, hey, Anthony, the new guy says, hello, Shiver, good morning. Shiver says, Lurgeon Dandy, good morning. Color My World. Hey, Color My World. So do they own that part of the channel where the boats park? No, that's like a public road. It's like a road. They own the docks, but they do not own the canal. No. Shiver sending love. Thank you, Shiver. The new guy says, hello, Sonal. Good morning. Shiver says, good morning. Color My World. Color My World says, good morning back to her, Shiver. Lisa says, Uncle Hairball was on Discord earlier. Yes, he was. He said good morning to us. Sonal says, hello, Color My World. Goals are for you. Shelly says, hi, Abigail. Mom Dog says, good morning, Color My World. Lisa says, Daisy, our host, thank you for everything you do. We love you. You make my afternoon so much better. Aww. Here's a hug for you. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I have to go now. Have a beautiful day, all. Thank you, Lee. Thank you for the hug. Thank you for the donations. Thank you, everybody, for the memberships, the donations, the love, the jewels. Thank you all. Thank you all so very much. Lee, thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Mom Dog says, take care, Magnetic North. Mom Dog says, Magnetic. Roll Call says, take care, Lee. Abigail says, love you guys. I love you too, Abigail. Excuse me, guys. Sola says, take care. Yeah. All right, we are going to get ready to say goodbye. I'm going to charge my phone a little bit. We're going to come back for Scrabble. Don't forget Scrabble, 2 o'clock. Christmas in July puzzle, 1:30. All right. You stay awesome, Mom Dog. I love you guys. Here's our poll, guys. How do you feel about our Share Bear? I love her and I love her. We have 55 votes. Awesome. Sola says, take care, everyone. Real fast, double tap your screen before we go, everybody. If you have not, hit the like button. Thank you. We'll see you at 2 o'clock, 1:30 for the Christmas in July puzzle. Puzzle box number 9. And then we're going to have Scrabble at 2 o'clock. All right? I love you, Share Bear. Thank you all so much. Thanks for voting in the poll. Thank you for all the donations, all the gifting memberships, everything. Thank you, Rokehouse Cabin. Kelly, yeah, we'll see you, everybody. Thank you so much. Go out into the day and have a good one. Brandy, hey, Brandy. Love you too, young lady. And like our friend Barry tells you, go out into the world. If you see someone without a smile, give them yours. You'll get another one. All right? Thank you for using the emojis, everybody. All right? Have a good day. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.